sleep. Doesn't, it doesn't need to go on break. It doesn't get tired, you know. And so, and these are the characteristics that you need to be an excellent trader. One, you cannot be emotional, and the market is driven by emotion. So, uh, when I discovered that Mr. Folari and Mr. Lola had something ongoing here, I chose to observe. Just like many of you have observed, many of you are still observing. But please don't stay observing for too long because you are missing out because they have found something that works. Because I can testify personally that they have, not just the fact that I was told, it's my experience of it. Now, uh-oh, what's happening? Okay, good. So, as we always say, trading generally has its own risk. If you trade in Alaba, it has its risk. If you are hawking groundnut on the road, it has its own risk. You can buy groundnut and it turns out to be bad one that they sold to you. When you finish roasting or cooking it, customers will be complaining. Everything we do in life has risk. When you deal with money, there is risk. And so it's traditional for us to inform you that yes, there's risk involved in trading. Whether you're trading stocks, you're trading gold, you're buying and selling in the market, there's risk. So that is the essence of this disclaimer. And now, as you may or may not be aware, Forex is the world's largest financial market, far bigger than cryptocurrency, far bigger. If you understand what the Forex market is, you will know why it's the biggest. Forex market is all the transactions that happen between different currencies. The 800 million US dollars you are seeing here is the one that passes through banks, that is on record, that it happens daily, not the ones that people exchange dollar to pounds between themselves physically. That's another uh, this one that you see here is what they call over the counter transactions or bank to bank transactions because they have records. The one that Suleiman will give you at Yaba Ojuelegba under bridge, they don't factor that one in. So it's a massive, massive market. And that's why it's extremely difficult to manipulate, unlike smaller markets like the stock markets, cryptocurrency markets, and all. I mean, if you put in $1.5 billion into crypto market today, Bitcoin will cross $100,000 within an hour. But you can sink a billion into the forex market, and it may not even make an impact. I think this 800 million may not be very accurate, Mr. Lola. I think I just thought I should mention it,
Yeah, yeah.
but
I think yeah, it's
I
well
don't.
over that.
Yeah, I don't think it's accurate. Now, some characteristics of the forex market. Let me just pause a little. Something is at the back of my mind. A lot of people, when you hear market, they may not have studied economics, so they kind of think of markets as the way you would think of Yaba market. When we use that term market, they think of Dubai market, Kano main market. Those are physical markets. There are also any avenue that brings a buyer and a seller together is a market of some type. That's what we mean here. So, all over the world, people are busy exchanging different currencies because different countries have different currencies and they must transact. This is what forms part of the forex market, and it must move through banks. It must move through transfers. It must. I mean, you're sending money from Nigeria to America. That's a forex transaction. A bank is dealing. Two banks are dealing with each other. One in Germany, one in Australia. That's a forex transaction. But there are those who actually take positions in anticipation of the rise or fall of one currency against another. Those are traders in the forex market. So all these are part of the market. Now, the main traits of the forex market is that they are 24-hour. It's a 24-hour market, 245. Let's put it like that. Monday to Friday, the market is active. It's 24 hours. But there are certain times of the day when it's most active, when some of the major economies of the world, like the US, the UK, are awake and functional. Then the convenience of transactions. You can trade from anywhere with the internet. This is why trading the forex market, though it has its own risk, is such a powerful opportunity that you have. I mean, imagine if I were a cement seller. I use 10 million naira to buy cement and put in a store. That cement may be there for like a month to 6 weeks, depending on how my customers demand for cement. And so what you call the asset conversion cycle of physical trading can be in days, it can be in hours, it can be in months. If you stock medicine in your store, 20 million naira worth of medicine, before you finish selling those medicine in your pharmacy, it might be like 3, 4, 5 months. That's a long time to wait. It's good for that kind of business. But in Forex, you can trade now, 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 and make money now, 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 and also lose money now, 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 because that is the nature of the market. It's very fluid because there's a lot of liquidity. People are moving money up and down. So you can take advantage of the price gaps between currencies, the movement in price gaps, in prices that leads to those gaps that you can take advantage of. And then there's flexible leverage in the Forex market. What you mean by leverage is that you can leverage is based essentially borrowing. That's what it means. But in the Forex market, if you are trading, let's say they tell you your leverage is 1 to 100, what it means is that for every $1 you're using to trade, there are those who provide liquidity and lend you $100 on top of that $1. That's the best way I can explain it in layman terms. Because your $1 is actually too small in a market of trillions of dollars. It's just nobody will even notice it. So you need leverage to be able to trade profitably in the forex market. And there are those who provide it, the banks and the liquidity providers. And then it has a very low entry point. I mean, can you imagine you want to set up a store now, a barbing salon, for instance? And first of all, store is like in Lagos, like 200, 250, 300, 400, depending on where you are. Then you haven't bought your barber's chair, clippers, a whole, you haven't painted and all of that. But forex trading with $100, with $50, you can start trading. So it has a very low entry barrier. And then it's a two-way transaction. You can make money when you buy, and you can also make money when you sell. If you don't understand what all these things are, because you are new, don't worry. The day you started walking is not the day you started running. So it's one thing after the other. Just go along with us, okay? And then the market has what you call high liquidity, has a lot of money is in that market. And so when you have markets that are very high in liquidity, it also has high opportunities for you to make money, you know. So you can't just say, I want to start trading and not have a strategy in the market. That's a recipe to lose money. So in trading forex, there are three general broad approaches. You can decide to trade by yourself. And personal trading kind of offers you some level of independence and flexibility, the ability to develop a customized strategy while requiring discipline and continuous learning. I want you to pay attention to those two, those two words, discipline and continuous learning. And this is where the difficulty is for most human beings. And I'll come back to this point. You can decide to copy another trader who you believe is more experienced and more profitable than you. Do you understand? But then the alternative is to use computer technology to trade. And that is the best if you can find one that works. In all these big firms abroad, they have what they call high frequency trading software. And these are software that can enter the market in nanoseconds and come out with profit in nanoseconds. That's something you as a human being cannot do. It's impossible. And so, uh, in order of hierarchy, you will see that copy trading may be better than personal trading, depending on your level of experience. Because to gain expertise in Forex, it's something you have to train and train and train over time. You can't start trading in a month and claim to be an expert. You are playing. You will lose your money, you know. And so there are AIs or robots or bots that can help you trade the market. Main advantage being that software is disciplined. If you take a calculator and you press 2 times 2 1,000,000 times, it will give you 4. It will not make mistake and say, you've calculated this thing like 500,000 times. On the after 500,000, I will start 2 times 2 will now be 5 because I'm tired, or 2 times 2 will be 3 because it's tired. No, it doesn't happen with machines, with software. 2 times 2 is 2. If you tell it jump 6 feet and come down 3 feet, that's exactly what it will do. It won't tell you, I made a mistake. No. Do you understand? So that's why we say that trading with robots, with AI, is is where you actually want to be. Because sometimes, let me tell you something, Forex, trading generally is a lonely business. And if you're not somebody who is a loner at heart, it's very difficult. When you lose money, when you make money, you are there all alone. Another thing is, if you don't have a software to help you trade, you can be stuck with your computer looking at charts and analyzing for hours in a day. For those of you who have traded by yourself, you know what I'm talking about. You draw your trend line, look at your Fibonacci, look at the levels in the market, come and look at price action. The moving parts in a market are so many that as a human being, sometimes piecing them together to come to a trade decision can be very difficult if your mind is not calm. And in a day, how many hours of the day are our minds actually calm as human beings? If you're a married man, as you are doing analysis, you remember that Junior, you need to go and pick him in school later today. Your mind has left that analysis. So then, then after a while, you come back and say, yes, I think the market will go up. You place the trade, the market decides it's down, it wants to go because Donald Trump just made one announcement that you didn't plan for. You see the moving parts. But a robot, even though the market moves against it, has been programmed to know what to do. And our AI has been in the market for years. It's just that we are not noisemakers. You will never see Mr. Folari come and be showing Lamborghini how he went to Quilox. Abi, what was that place in Lagos? And come and taking pictures. He's not that kind of person. And truly, those who are actually making money from trading the market, they don't make noise. They don't. You won't. They may have Lamborghini. They are not interested in showing you the Lamborghini. They are interested in the knowledge that will stay with you. I mean, if you see me drive Lamborghini, what does that do for you? See me drive a Benz G, so bloody what? It doesn't do anything for you. Does it put money in your pocket? No. So you want to acquire knowledge. So our bot has been around for a number of years, and it's been very successful. And in fact, our trade records are online for you to view. I don't have the link right away. If Mr. Lola can drop it in the chat, I'm sure you can take a look at the robot's performance over the last 365 days. A lot of these your gurus, and I will not be mentioning names, that you see on Instagram showing trading charts and all. Some in Ghana, some in Nigeria, some in South Africa. If you ever chat with them, just ask them that you would like them to show you their trading history for the last 365 days. They don't have it because they blow accounts regularly. The ones that blow, the trades that blow their accounts, they will never show you. It's the winning trades they will always show you. So our AI is used by people all over the world, and our reach continues to expand. We're in the US, we're in the UK. People use the robot in China. Of course, where you are in Nigeria, use it in Nigeria. People in Ghana use it. And our software is very compliant with, hold on a second, guys. Our software is very compliant with it runs on MT4 and MT5 as well, just in case you are wondering. And then we have a number of robots, but the one that we're currently focused on is Hedging Pro. When you join us, you will start to use Hedging Pro. Hedging Calculator is a tool we use in analyzing markets also. And let me just move on to the next item on the on. So you can see that we have a lot of robots. I will not have time to go through all these ones, but just know that when you eventually sign up, where you start from will be our Hedging Pro software. And our AI trades across multiple markets. It trades, of course, you know that Forex is a foreign exchange market. It trades gold contracts for difference, commodity contracts for difference, oil CFDs, and even cryptocurrency. Recently, I'm aware that Mr. Lola has been trying out the robot in the indices market, and it was doing pretty well. Now, like I was telling you, our robot's records and its performance are online for people to view. We can send you the link if you so desire. And it's listed on FX Blue. FX Blue is a public platform where you can see the performance of trading accounts. And these are our performances for, look at it, 264 days. Look at the figure. You can see my cursor here. 264 days. These are the records. But it's even more now. It's more than 365 days. And we're very honest about it. If you look at the performance, May till October was profitable. November, it performed in a loss position. That's the month of November. And then December, it was profitable. We don't hide these figures because no, we didn't promise you that the robot is 101% accurate. But what we do know is that at the end of the day, if you calculate from May till December, you will more than likely have over 30%. This is already 20 something, 28. Yeah, it's over 30% in a 12-month cycle. I don't know any bank that can give you that kind of performance. You know, this is another account we use the robot to trade on. These accounts are mainly for educational purposes, but they are live accounts. We do not also do demo accounts, I must let you know. We trade straight on the market. We don't do demo. And then because it's a software we have on offer, of course you will do your subscription and all. But as a user of the robot also, you stand a chance to benefit if you introduce our robot to people. Like I have been using it now, and I'm introducing it to people because I've seen what it can do. If I find something that's good, I want my friends and my family and people that I love to also be aware of it and take advantage of it. So for the if you introduce somebody, that direct person you introduce, you get 30% commission when they subscribe to use the robot, and on like that, up until 12%, 12.5% to the fifth person that you introduce. And then our subscription for the robot is this. Now, I must explain to you something. When what we have here is not a Ponzi scheme, it's not CBEX, it's not what's the other one that ran with people's money? No. Where you are not sending money to us. No. When you subscribe, you have your trading account. There are forex brokers we recommend that you will use, and you will see why as we go on in this meeting. When you subscribe, you are subscribing for the access to use the robot to trade. So when you subscribe, you give us your MT4, MT5 details, and we connect the robot to your account. It is not your account you put money. The robot will trade on your behalf. You're not sending money to us because the next question people will likely ask me, oh, if I put $1,000, how much can I make in a month? There's no such question because the man in Alaba, when he goes to market for 1 month, he cannot tell you that definitely by end of the month, I'm going to make 50% of my capital. Who does that? If you are truly trading, you don't know what you will even sell today when you open your store. Do you understand? So people should stop asking those kind of questions. So if you choose to subscribe, it is $150 annually. That's for a year. However, if you want to have full lifetime access, it's $700. You subscribe $700, you will not subscribe annually again for the rest of your life. Then if you're unable to do the 150 annually, unable to do the 700, you can do the $30 monthly. That's the plan. Those are the subscription strata that we have. So the earning potentials at Forex Algo, which is our company, there are many. You can subscribe and stay active. As long as you are subscribed, you keep earning. That's if you refer people, you earn. If you are subscribed, you use the robot to trade. And then monthly, yearly, or lifetime, choose what works best for you. And then unlimited earning potential. The more referrals, the more rewards you stand the chance of making of earning. So that's and then with us, we are very emphatic. About education because people often think that when they buy a robot they can just go home and sleep. No, not with us, because our robot is not one of those robots that trades. um is not a complete autonomous robot, and this is the advantage. This is the reason why our robot has never blown anybody's account. I'm going to explain it to you now. There, some time ago, I was using a robot that I bought from one group on Telegram. Sometimes the market will be going in the wrong direction, and this robot will be trading in the opposite direction. Yeah, sorry, to be trading wrongly. And it keeps taking trade after trade after trade. So after a while, I will contact the guy, but I said, look at what's going on. He said, no, I should relax. I should relax. That's how this robot blew my account. All the people who were copying me, it blew our accounts. Let me explain to you how Hedging Pro works. The strategy our robot trades on is not what's the other one now? It's hedging strategy. It's not. Lola, please remind me of the other one that keeps trading continuously. I
It's
will
not
remember.
it's not
What
martingale, right? It's not
Martingale. It's
yeah.
not Martingale. We don't use Martingale strategy. And you know that Martingale blows people's accounts regularly. Just be aware. Uh-huh. Our AI operates as a semi-autonomous system. It handles the majority of tasks on its own. However, occasional manual intervention may be required to fine-tune its performance, particularly during market fluctuations. Like now, you are aware what's been happening with Donald Trump. The day he wakes up, he's happy with China, he will reduce tariff. The day he's angry with Nigeria, he will increase tariff. He's just all over the place. As powerful as that man is, one sentence from him can make the market rise or fall. And so a robot, as good as it is unable to anticipate what Donald Trump is going to post by 6 a.m. tomorrow morning. You can't. There's no human being who can. Only him and God know what they want to post tomorrow morning. So what happens is that when that kind of situation comes up and the market goes against our robot, what it does is to place a counter trade to neutralize that lost position, and then it will stop trading. This is why it can never blow account. Once it just takes a counter trade, what we call hedging, once it hedges, it stops trading and waits for you to come and do what we call trimming. When you do your trimming, you restart the robot, it starts to trade again. However, if you even have enough capital and you're not over trading, the robot never hedges. In fact, since I got mastery of that, the robot has not hedged since that time. I'm using it to trade on the center account, and it has not hedged. And if you look at the small drawdown against the total capital in that center account, you just have peace of mind that this robot is doing the Lord's work. You understand? So, for you to be able to use this robot effectively and manage it well, we recommend that you attend our presentation classes. It's very important that you come so that you know this streaming I just talked about. Now you will learn it. You will learn what we call price zone management. These are the two, three things you just need to do. You check your trades maybe once in a day, unlike before where we used to sit down with computer. will be monitoring the trade up and down. No. Set this robot and go. Even if it hedges during the day, in the evening when you come back from work, just log into your MT4, MT5 and see how it has performed. And then if it hedges, you adjust it. But I've seen somebody who traded for 8 months and the robot never hedged once until after 8 months. That's a long time to have peace of mind, you know. So it is the era of AI has come. They're using AI in the medical field. They're using it in banking. Let me be on. Even me that you see here, I'm busy building AI. I use AI to build solutions on one of my businesses that I'm trying to grow. And I'm learning it every day. And I'm amazed at what is possible with AI. Processes that require you to keep doing things every day, you can just automate the process and go away. There's one I just finished building today, this evening, and I tested it like an hour before this class. It's a robot that can post automatically for you on your WordPress blog. And I tested a blog post on my website and he posted it within a minute, a 2,000 word article. And so I have set the topics it should post. I've set it to be posting 7 a.m. on Tuesdays and Thursdays. By 8 a.m. on Tuesday, come back and check that robot has posted. It doesn't fail. And that is the thing about technology like this. You want to make money, it's not by the effort. That's why I like what Lola says. He said it's not by hard work. It's not, don't trade hard, trade smart, be smart. And so, ladies and gentlemen, thank you for your time. Uh, it's my first presentation with you. I hope to have the opportunity to do this again. But it's exciting times, and don't be left behind. There are what they call moments of inflection in life. Like in the early 90s was a period of inflection when the internet first came. At that time, many people were looking at the internet and say, I beg you, and there that they show all this pornographic this thing. You understand? That's what a lot of people were saying about the internet. But then the internet became what we are now using to run massive multi-billion dollar organizations. We're using it to run governments now. Do you understand? And so it's the same way AI has now come. AI has always been there. Your calculator is a type of AI. Your computer is a type of AI. But what has now happened is that we now have AI that are able to keep learning. That is where machine learning becomes important. AI keeps learning. AI can now write software by itself. Do you understand? And so AI can now trade markets. AI can now diagnose sickness for patients. That is the era in which we are. So don't be left behind, ladies and gentlemen. So thank you very much for your time. If you found this useful, please get back to the person who invited you so that they can guide you on how to sign up. Mr. Alola, if you are there, please. I'd like to hand over to you.
All right, all right, all right. Thank you so much, Oga Gerard. That's a good job. I'm so glad that you took up the challenge tonight to 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 handle the meeting. Thank you so much. So I quickly want to take some few questions, and then for those that are asking for the result of the bot, I just posted the links on the chat box so you can check them out. I mean, we've been having the result for the past 12 months. Like Gerard rightly said, most of your gurus out there can't show you. They can't show you 1 month. They can't show you 1 month, 2 months results. You won't see them do it. Go on YouTube. Just mention any of your major guru that you know on social media. Ask them that you want to see 6 months results. They will be panicking. They will not even be able to show you. So, and these are things that investors look for especially when you are acting as a professional trader. They want to see what have you done the last 1 year. They want to see your statement of results. So some of the links I posted there, you can check them. All right, somebody said, is subscription money the same as the trading amount? No, of course, the subscription money is not the same. And also for the record, I think Gerald forgot to mention, we are running a free promo for the bots.
Yeah.
And it ends in 2 days. I mean, this is on the 28th, so you have 2 days. For those that are not taking, a lot of people they have signed up for that promo. Because I've set up a lot of accounts today. So if you want to get on board that free promo, um, talk to whoever share this link with you. If you found the link on the groups on our groups on WhatsApp, you can drop a message, so that we'll drop the link. I think we already even dropped some earlier today, so that you can follow through. So you can use the bot for free for 3 months. All right, so that means you are not paying any money. I mean, it shows you how much confidence we have in this bot, and how it's been doing. And we are continuously working on it to even make it better. So somebody say, what's the percentage profit I can make on my capital per month? Well, two things I like to say when people have this question. I think Gerard also addresses that matter. We cannot tell you this is the percentage profit you can make, but it has an average percentage return so far the past couple of months that we've been using it, an average of between say 2% and 5% on a monthly basis. I'm quickly going to show you one of my accounts so that you see what we're saying. There's an account of mine, one of my accounts that just got Axie funding for $20,000. Just last week. I'm looking forward to getting $100,000. Like I always say, if you have been in my community for some time, the trading industry is an industry that is um, that is begging for people that know what they are doing. And I'll tell you for free, money is there out there. Money is out there, uh, and that money, what that money is doing, is looking for number one, people that already master their craft. When it comes to trading. Then number two, people that know what they are doing. And that's why you see that today, a lot of people, to tell you how much money is out there, if somebody is telling you the economy is bad, the economy is bad, it's because they have not seen something of value that they want to pay for. Somehow, when people see something of value, they go and look for money to pay for it, or something that promised them a good return. That's why you see that. So in the last couple of years, Ponzi programs in Nigeria, in Africa generally, seems to thrive. Okay. CBEX, I think the last amount they put on the amount that CBEX stole from people, rounding to about 1 point something trillion within this space of 6 months. And then in the same country, in the same continent of Africa, where we say there's no money. So the question is, where do people get that money to invest in all those programs? Okay, but because of the returns, they hear that the program is going to pay them 100% in a month. So some people even sell some of their assets to invest. So I said that to say this: if you master your craft and you understand trading properly, it's money that will be chasing you. For example, look at Axie. Axie Axie wants to give you $1 million to trade. And so far, so good. They started 2 years ago, 2023. They've funded three people already, $1 million to trade. And all you need to do is to just put the money in your account and trade it. And after you have met some criteria, they fund you. So and a lot of people are using these bots in our community, and they are getting funded. All right. All we ask for is that once you subscribe for the bot, ensure you always attend meetings. We always have technical meetings. Today is not for technical meetings. Today is just like an introduction into what the bot can do. All right. Somebody say, is the program referral based? The program is not referral based. It's a bot, that works on your account. And let me show you live account. However, we have a referral program. If you refer your friend, just like every other good product, if you buy a good phone and it's working well, you tell your friends, this phone, oh, your friend is looking for a phone to buy. Say, don't buy that one. This one is good. This is the one I'm using. I've been using it for the past 5 years, and it's working perfectly. You will tell your friends to buy it, right? So, and that company will not pay you. So the referral part of the bots is just to incentivize people and to reward them for telling their friends. All right. Before I take, somebody wants to ask, somebody's raised, Bobby. Jack, just hold on. I could want to share let me share my account, one of my accounts, because I have a couple of accounts that I'm using the bots on. Okay, this is an account of mine that the bot is trading on. I hope I'll be able to share my VPS today. I also go inside my VPS so that you guys can see. So this particular account, I funded it with I think some. If you can see my screen, let me know. Just drop a message in the chat box. Let me see all the screenshots. So I funded this account particularly on the last month. That's on the 6th of can you guys see my this thing? Let me know. Okay, you can see it. All right. I funded this account on the 3rd of last month. Everything was $5,000, as you can see, deposit. So, but I set up the bot on the 10th of March, and so far so good. As you can see, the bot has done over, I think about $400 on the $5,000 that I funded, and this is a return of about 8 point something percent in about 1 month plus. Okay, although the bot edges and I came in and do some trimming and also added some more positions, because like Gerald rightly said, that this bot is not fully automated, and that's what makes it interesting. I like to use this example. I don't know of any any factory. If you go to any factory today that has a full automated system, you have human beings come in and touch one or two things. The same thing the board does. All right. Somebody say, can any brokerage account aside from Axie? Of course, you can use any brokerage account. You can use any broker tool for the bot. It runs on, as long as the broker runs MT4 or MT5. FTMO. FTMO, I think somebody was using. I've never tried it. I don't have an FTMO account. There's a user that uses it on MTMO. I think the guy testified that you can use it on FTMO. But Axie does not ask you to pay for challenge like the others. Yes, that's the beauty of Axie. They don't ask you to pay for challenge. All right, so Jagede, let me before I bring Jagede on, let me see if I can show you my VPS. My VPS is still loading. So before it loads, let me allow Jagede to ask his question. So, Mr. Jagede, you can go ahead.
Okay, thank you so much, sir. And thanks to Mr. Gerard for that simplicity of presentation and clarity of delivery. I have no doubt that this will work because I trust the integrity of the person that invited me to come and say this. So I just want to ask the funding, can you fund your account with Naira? And how often can you withdraw? Like some what's it called now? Broker, when you place a withdrawal in the next maybe 10 minutes, understand you have the money in your Naira account. So how fast is withdrawal and how do you fund? Thank you.
All right, thank you. Yeah, it depends on the broker he wants to use, right? Like for we in our community, we use two brokers that we recommend. We use Axie and then we use Forex for you. So the two brokers that we are using allow you to fund with Naira accounts. And I know that most major brokers that have a footprint in Africa right now, because of Nigeria being the biggest market in the trading industry in Africa. So I know a lot of broker always they have a Naira account. All right, and then you can withdraw your money anytime you want. For those two brokers that I've been using for some time, Axie and Forex for you, I make withdrawal every other times if I need money. So you can always withdraw money, anytime you need. Somebody say, can it be used to trade crypto? Yes. As long as the crypto is running, you have a platform that runs MT4 or MT5 to trade crypto. You can use it to trade crypto. Somebody, Alatif say, what's the percentage profit I can make per month on my capital? Like I mentioned, depending on how the market behaves, okay, and depending on how skillful you are, also, because when it comes to this bot, it is semi-automated, so you have to learn how to do trimming and all that, and that one is very simple. We have classes on Wednesday, we have on Thursday, we have on Friday, so please ensure you attend. but so far so good. We are between the bot has been doing between 2-3% to say 5. I think one time we had 8% per month, depending on how trending the market is. I dropped the link in the chat box. You can scroll back up. You can go and check the result of the bot the past 12 months. All right, Samson. Okay, let me ask you to unmute. Samson, you can go ahead. You can unmute yourself and ask your question.
Okay, well, I just want to ask, what of somebody that I've gotten an account before, like Axie or Forex for you? Can some account that person still take part, or it must be through your link? Thank you.
No. You can take part if you have an account with, and you can have an account with Meta Axie or Forex for you. You can take part, and then if you and if you have another broker that you want to use, we have a lot of people that are using the bots on other brokers like Xness. So I think I have a couple of people I know that are using Xness, and and the bot has been trading fine on their account. So we only recommended those brokers that we are using because I've been trading for some time, so I can tell you your choice of broker is also very important when it comes to trading. Because the choice of broker you choose can either make or finish you, can make you or finish you, depending on the broker that you are using. So, but because we have been using these brokers, and then we have a personal relationship with them, that's why we are recommending them. And Axie has a beautiful program. I think it's the best in the industry right now on this planet. I don't know on any other planet, but on planet Earth, so far so good. That their program, their funding program is the best. Is the best. The Axie Select program is the best. I've been in this industry for some time, and I can tell you for free, that their funding program is the best so far so good. Because you are in charge. You are the one in charge. You fund your account and you are trading, and then when you meet their criteria, they fund you, and then you can withdraw your money anytime. It's your money. You don't lose your money, unlike other prop firm. Axie Select is totally different from prop firm. Prop firm, let's say you buy an account for $100. Once you break their rules, you lose the money. You lose the $100. The $100 is gone. But Axie, even if you break their rules of 10% drawdown, they just remove their money. Your money, you can still continue trading your money. All right. So that is that about everything. So if you are still sitting on the sideline, go back to the person that tell you about the meeting and tell them you want to set up, and they'll walk you through. Okay, somebody said, Olumide, can I set the bot on higher risk if I am not using it on profile? Yes, you can. You can change the risk level. You can change it. It's very flexible. You can change it to, as maybe increase it to 5%, 10% is your call. All right. So so that's how the ball works. I don't know if you have anybody in the house before we round up. We're rounding up right now, maybe the next couple of minutes. If you have been using this bot and you want to talk about it, how good it is, let me know. Or if you whatever your experience about the bot is. So because I like to do this when we are hosting the meeting so that people can see other people that have been using. So if you want to just talk about your experience quickly before we round up, because I can see some other people are not asking questions. If there's no more question, I just want to use that one to round it up. If there's no other person that wants to say anything, maybe we might call it a day, and then we'll upload this we'll upload the video and drop it on the group. All right. Okay. There's nobody that wants to. I don't think we have most of our old members here tonight. All right. So everybody, thank you for showing up. Shagun, don't worry. I'm going to be dropping he said, how much can you start with? Yes, Babs is user friendly for newbies for forex trading. Is user friendly. For newbies, is user friendly. You only need to learn how to use the board. That's all. Like, how much can one start with? You can start with as little as you want. If you have, say, $50, you can start. Oh, but your $50, you put it on a cent account. We always tell people to, if let's say you are starting with $50 or $100, to put the money on a cent account. So you can start with as little as $50. You can even start with as little as $20 if you want. All right. So thank everybody for showing up. We'll see you in the next meeting. Bye.